Welcome everyone. I'm going to start a series called Throwback Thursday where I'm just going to focus on an eyeshadow palette that's a little bit older. So we're going to get started. I am going to go through all of the makeup that I use, but I'm just going to do the eyeshadow as a tutorial part. So let me start with what I've used thus far, pretty much in the order that I've used it. I've got the Sephora Best Skin Ever Concealer. I don't know how old this is, but I know it's been out a while too. And then I'm using the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. And again, this is something that's been out for quite some time. And then I'm using the Too Faced Peach Perfect Setting Powder. This I think is discontinued now, so it's old. It's not even out anymore. And then I went ahead and used Ofra for all of this. So this is Ofra and Samantha March. I used the bronzer. I just stuck with the same theme. So I used the bronzer. I've got Pan in it. It's pretty old, a couple years old. And I used the blush. And then I used the highlighter. And these are all Ofra by Samantha March. And the highlighter, I just focused on the pink color. And then I used the JCat All About That Base Eyeshadow Primer. So that is where we're at, and let me talk about the eyeshadow palette that I'm using today. Okay, we are going to be using the Nomad Cosmetics Iceland Fire and Ice palette. This is what it looks like. It's really pretty. So this has got to be like 4 years old, but this was one of the palettes from Nomad that I like, that made me really look at their palettes. I don't know if I ever really noticed anything before from them, but this was a palette that I first saw that I was like, oh, this, let me look at this brand. But funny enough, I never got anything from this brand until recently. And this was actually gifted to me from my best friend. So that's how I got my hands on it. And that was just recently, like a couple of months ago. So I've only used it a couple of times, like maybe 2 times. But today we are going to be focusing on some blue colors. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do yet, but I think I want to use this one and then some of these blues over here. So we'll see. We'll see what we do. And I got to be quick about it because I got to leave in like 20 minutes. So let's get down to business. I think I'm going to go ahead and start with this. I'm not even going to try to say the names of these colors because I can't speak this language. I'm gonna start with this one right here. Okay. It's very powdery. Like, I don't know if you can see the kick up on camera, but when I was rubbing it on my eyes just now, I saw like a plume of powder. I don't know if that's how it always was. Again, this is at least 4 years old. Actually, I don't know when my best friend got it, but I know it wasn't recently because I don't even think this is available on their website anymore. Just putting that color all in the crease, and I will deepen up with something, probably that darker blue. And I think I'm gonna go on the bottom lash line. I'm not getting any fallout on my face though, so that's good. I am tapping the brush off though. It's got a nice mirror in here that you can use if you need to get up close. I hope this turns out because I don't have time to fix it if it doesn't turn out. But then again, I'm not really going anywhere except taking my daughter to basketball practice and to the gym, which I'm gonna sweat this all off anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter, right? I'm gonna deepen up with this color down here, the little blue color. I'm just tapping it on the edge a little bit and kind of going diagonal. I'm gonna run that on the lower lash line, but just like the outer portion of it, just to connect it a little bit. It's not looking bad, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous. I'm definitely not a makeup artist or an expert, to be honest with you. I just like to play with makeup. But we're gonna put a shimmer all over the lid, so usually once you get everything going, it turns out okay. All right, and then I'm gonna do, let me see. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do this shimmer here because that's kind of what I've been looking at this whole time. And I really want to play with this one. I'm gonna use my fingers at first, but I'm probably gonna have to put it on a brush to get into the spots where I need to get because I got long fingernails. So let's see how that goes. I don't know if I'm loving it. I guess I could always delete this whole video and not use it, but I don't want to do that. I want to show you guys that it's okay to play and it's okay for things to not be perfect. And sometimes it could just be you thinking that it doesn't look good and it might look good to everybody else. I think I need to deepen up the outer corner. I don't think that blue was deep enough. I think I'm going to go in with this brown here. So let me try that. And then I just want to do a little bit. Go in with this blue color again, especially like on the edge there. Anytime you're doing eyeshadow, especially colors, and you're trying to blend, it's going to take going back and forth and back and forth. All right, then let's choose inner corner. Okay, so I'm going to use this one here for the inner corner. So we're going to take a little like pencil brush, and I'm probably going to spray it with a setting spray to get maximum impact here. So let me do that. Okay. And for the inner corner, I've been taking it up in this little like swoop area, or like swooping it up a little bit. I just started doing that. I've seen another YouTuber do it and I think it looks really pretty. I got 10 minutes, let's hurry. Okay. First, I'm gonna do setting spray. I'm using the Fresh Prince setting spray from Glamlight. Okay, I'm gonna use the ColourPop gel liner cream, whatever they're called, in the color Revenge. I think this was part of a collection, but I don't remember which collection. So we are going to use that. Let's do mascara. I usually mix these two. It's the Essence Princess Lash. One is Curl and Volume, the other one is False Lash Effect. Look, can't talk. Let's do this. Here's where I'm at. I need to do lippies. I did already use the Essence All About Matte Powder. This is also old school. If you've been around, you know. And then I used the Gimme Brow Benefit Gimme Brow real quick on the brows. And then for the lips, we're gonna be using the Glamlight Fresh Prince Lip Gloss. Keep it easy breezy. And then let's pack out a lip liner. All right, I'm gonna use Gimme Glow's lip liner in the color Daddy. Daddy. That's kind of a spicy name for a lip liner, huh? Daddy. The gloss. That's it. I was in a rush, so the mascara got all up under my eye. Try to fix it. You can still see a little spot. I don't know if y'all can see it on camera, but I can see it. What else? I didn't even realize I didn't have this nose ring in. I took it out earlier because it was bothering me, and I'm trying to get it back in now, and I don't even think it's in all the way. But I'm gonna work on that, but I gotta go. So that is the finished look for Throwback Thursday. See y'all later. Bye.